on everyone, Tommy from Pizarro's Pieces, and it's Bank Holiday Monday and I have been to the boot sale. Let's have a look at what I found. On guys, so as mentioned in yesterday's video, if you didn't watch it, I mentioned that I was going to go to a boot sale today. So it's Bank Holiday Monday and I had to work this morning, so I went to the boot sale I got there really early, unusually for me. I went there at 6 AM. I was there and I didn't have to start work till 8 o'clock, so I spent a good hour and 40 minutes there having a look around. Now, before I go through some of the bits that I found today, one thing I need to say and get off my chest: grown men fighting over PlayStation 1 games is not the one. So this morning at the boot sale, you guys all know that I mainly deal with toys. I'm a toy collector. I do like retro gaming, don't get me wrong, but I can't be one of these people who bickers and... There was a lot of collectors there this morning, and several dealers as well, some of whom I know, and someone opened a big suitcase full of PlayStation 1 games, and these guys were like vultures over a carcass. It was embarrassing. The games, obviously I had a look, I wasn't buying any, and I don't know too much about the PS1 games and how much they're worth until after I'd done a bit of research, but they were bickering over Resident Evil 2 there was as well, and I see Die Hard and I see a Final Fantasy, but it weren't until after that a couple of people mentioned to me that some of these games can go for okay-ish money, not big money, but okay-ish money. So I said, oh, okay then, but it's embarrassing. Anyway, now I've got that off my chest, let's have a look at some of the bits I found. So I went to quite a big boot sale this morning. When I got there, there was about 70 people walking around buying stuff, and there was only about 10-15 stalls out. So, and I was on limited time. First thing I found was this, a bit dirty, but it's a original Tetris Game Boy game that is been tested. I have tested it and it works. I've tested it in one of my Game Boys. I need to give it a clean though. I paid £1 for that. Can't go wrong with the Game Boy games for £1. Then obviously I was walking around, and as mentioned, there was a lot of other guys buying, whether it be collectors or dealers. It seemed to be all game people out this morning, which isn't my main interest. I'm not too bothered. If I see someone selling, you know, Master System, Mega Drive, NES games or whatever, I'd be interested, but I'm not going to squabble with people over them. So the next place I went to, and this was really early, I managed to pick up these guys. Now they are big and they take up a lot of space, but they're pretty cool. So we've got Darth Vader, we have got Chewbacca, we've got Luke, though I believe Luke is missing his lightsaber, and I've got this guy here, which is some sort of trooper. It's not a stormtrooper. You guys know Star Wars ain't I'm not too clued up on it. So yeah, I picked up these 4 guys, and I paid, I think she wanted £3 each. I paid, I said we'd do a tenner for the 4, and she said yeah. So I just thought they were pretty cool. Obviously I don't collect Star Wars, but I do have a Comic Con this weekend, Sunday, so these guys will be coming with me and they'll be for sale. They do take up a bit of space, but Star Wars is Star Wars, and look, you can't be picky at boot sales, and you guys who are watching this who go to boot sales know that you can't particularly be picky sometimes, and if I would have just passed on it, a couple of minutes later someone else would have had them. So yeah, 4 giant Jacks, I think it's Jacks make these Star Wars figures, so I paid a tenner for them. Then I was walking around for a bit longer, didn't really see anything, and it was getting, I was running out of time. I was about to drive to work, so I was losing hope, to be honest with you. Then I found these 2 guys. Again, nothing super great, but it's, you know, it's always cool to pick up some half decent bits. So this is a official DC with tag as well, brand new. Batman plush toy. I recognise these. I think these come out of like the claw machines. I'm not too sure, but I paid £1 for that. And then I got, it's the same, like a collectible Pac-Man plush. Boom, 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 boom. From the same person, again with tag. I don't normally buy plush toys, but Batman is obviously a massive franchise, and so is Pac-Man's collectible. So these are just little bits and pieces that I can put out at Comic Cons and stuff. So there's another one. And then as I was leaving, this is when I found some more bits and pieces. That was literally it, and I was like, I've got to go. I was late for work anyway, so I'm actually the manager and I was in charge, I'm in charge, but I opened a few minutes late, so I'll probably get in trouble for that, but hey ho. And on my way out, I see this guy. Cool. E.T. phone home. This is the, I think this is like the E.T. Furby. Yeah, 2000 Tiger Electronics. Untested, and I paid £2 for him. Quite heavy he is. So that was ET. I forgot that I did buy something else, yeah. So at the very beginning I made a bit of a mess up with this. I don't normally buy Scalextrics items, but I thought it was pretty cool. It was all in the box. I checked, all the cars are in there, but I don't know too much about Scalextrics. I've come home and I've set it up thinking, yeah, let's give it a little go, and I could do a little clip on it and all that. It's missing the plug. So I can't really do anything with it. I paid £8 for it as well, so it wasn't like I paid £1 for it. But someone told me that the cars themselves go for quite a bit of money. And the set I got is the one with the Aston Martins, I think. I'm looking at it now. So I'm not going to show you, but yeah, I've got a Scalextrics. That was a bit of a bummer not having a plug, but that's a schoolboy error from me, and I don't know too much about Scalextric. So after I picked ET up, I started walking towards my car, and I started seeing obviously some stalls that wasn't out, and I picked up these two. So Danger Mass and Mask annuals, both in reasonable condition. Let's have a look on the inside. Yeah, this one's got like colouring sections on this one. It's pretty good condition. Paid £1 for the two, so that was pretty cool. And then the last item, this was literally, the stall was in front of my car, so I was literally, I wouldn't normally pick things like this up, but sometimes you just think you have to be as a dealer, you have to be a little bit more open-minded with what you buy. And I deal, a lot of stuff I sell, I'm dealing with kids all the time at Comic Cons and that. And I have sold Toy Story stuff in the past. So I picked this, Zurge is his name, I believe. It's got like a shooting action, and it talks. He talks, should I say. And it's time you learned the truth. I am your father. There you go. I took a little bit of a punt with this, but I know Toy Story figures can go for quite a bit of money. I weren't entirely sure, and I needed to get away, so I asked how much they wanted. Now I sold a Buzz Lightyear figure recently for a talking one. It was a similar size to this, and I sold it for like £12 or something. And the guy said £5, and I thought, you know what, fuck it, for £5 I'm not going to start messing around. But it was one until after I looked and seen how much they're sort of going for, and this guy here sells for like £20. So yeah, look, today's boot sale, it wasn't great. It was more quantity over quality for sure. But yeah, seeing grown men fight each other for PlayStation 1 games was quite amusing. Yeah, but today's bits and pieces I picked up are not a bad morning. I've had a lot worse mornings, a lot worse, and I have had better. Considering how tough it is out there to find stuff, and any of you who's not watching this video, some of you will be car booters who get up early, crack of dawn on a Sunday to get down to these places, and it's getting harder. It's not just dealers that are at these places, it's collectors, and even for standard branded items like you know, like Marvel and DC and stuff like that, you get parents, you get grandparents buying for kids and for nieces and nephews, sons and daughters. So it is very tough, but I'm pleased with the few bits I bought this morning, apart from the Scale Electrics. If anyone watching this has got a spare plug, let me know. I think it's 19 volt. I'm not too sure whether Scale Electrics use different plugs or not. I'll had a look online. If I can get one for pretty cheap, I'll be happy. The annoying thing is that I wanted to have a little go of it, and I have got in the stockroom 2 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Scale Electrics figures on skateboards, and I was going to test them on air, but I can't. So that was a bit of a bummer, and I did pay a little bit more than enough. But you win some, you lose some. The rest of the gear is pretty good, so I'm happy, and most of this will come to Folkestone Comic Con with me this Sunday. So if you're in the Kent area, be sure to get down to Folkestone. I've done it last year and it was rammed out. There's a few celebrities there doing signings and stuff, but you get a lot of stalls there selling the sort of stuff that I sell. Not as much vintage, but you do get, if you guys are into sort of Pokemon and Funkos and all that sort of stuff, you get all that there. But it's just a good family day out, especially for kids. So if you've got kids and you're in the Kent area, this Sunday, the 7th of May, get yourself down to Folkestone Comic Con. I will be there as well. Come and say hi. And if you tell me that you subscribe to my channel, I'll give you a free gift. How about that? Watching, guys, and if you ain't subscribing, please consider to do so. Don't forget to check out me pages on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. There's a lot going on there, especially Facebook. I've got quite a few followers on there, and I've got a few followers on Instagram, and I always post quite a lot of pictures, a lot more than I do videos. Obviously, I'm only doing 1, maybe 2 videos a week at the minute. Yeah, so don't forget to follow us on that. Give us a like, share the video, do it all. Catch me on Snapchat and all that. Look, malarkey. No, I'm only joking. Don't catch me on Snapchat. And until next time, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.
Now, my son, join me, or prepare to meet your doom.